gotta say with the diaphragm, Brooklyn. Okay, so Chris, I want to be on that host committee. Yay! We love Tom DiNapoli. He is my plus one, as we all know. I can't get a date and nobody wants to be bothered with me. Oh, it's great to be here. Thank you, Jay, for that wonderful speech. And I continue to keep Jay in my prayers, as all of you know. When we heard about the operation, we were really concerned, but we are so glad that you are back, full of energy. Of course, I want to thank the executive committee, all of my friends, and I want to again thank Jay for bringing us together for this fall meeting at such a critical moment for our state and our nation. We all know the fight for the future runs straight through New York. And this fight, my friends, is about the future of our democracy. It's really about the fight for our country. And we all need to be reminded that this is a government of laws and not men or women. But primarily men. No offense, but you guys messed it up. It only takes one, right? Yeah. I won't go on. In this room, we're building a future grounded in our values, protecting the rule of law, yes, lowering costs for working families, and defending the programs that sustain and feed our communities, including but not limited to public safety. We're all concerned about that. Addressing the scourge of illegal drugs, health care, of course, and so many other issues. And what unites us in New York as Democrats is that we obviously can focus on all of these issues. They really should be at the forefront in every corner of our state, from Jay's Long Island to my beloved Brooklyn to Governor Hochul's one person, thank you. Thank you. And Governor Hochul's hometown of Buffalo, and everywhere in between. Yeah, Buffalo. And everywhere in between. Obviously, we should be focusing on these issues, from public safety to protecting food stamps, SNAP, to focusing on health care, all of these issues and more. And I, as all of you know, have been out there meeting and campaigning with Democrats who want our leaders to be fighters. Everywhere I go, people appreciate a good fighter, someone who recognizes that that courage is contagious, and that individuals are struggling, and that we need individuals to speak truth to power and not to be afraid, and that this is not about me, but about all of us, united as one. It's really pretty good. And that we must encourage volunteers and hardworking members. I just met a lady I'm not sure she's in the room, from Fulton County, who gave me, there she is, she disturbed me as I was going into the stall. Do you know how many selfies people want to take with me? Right, yeah, TMI. It is TMI, but it really is an issue. Anyway. But she told me about Fulton County, and she said that how Democrats are losing in Fulton County, and she can't even get individuals to run for office. And that they've been losing and losing and losing. And that we need to show up in Fulton County and let people know what's at stake. And I was here. Yeah, here. And I was really was upbeat coming in here, and then she just said, Tish, we need to do more. We obviously need to do more. We need to fight back. We need to stand up. We need to talk about the issues. We need to make sure that people in Fulton County know that people care about them, that their voice matters. And so I want to thank you for that. I want to really thank you for that. Because they want us to stand up, and they want us particularly to stand up against bullies and those sycophants in Washington, D.C. that are cutting all of our programs. Individuals that are separating us and dividing us. It's really critically important that we get on the ground and that we not just give speeches, that we listen to individuals and that we feel their pain and let them know that the same concerns that I have are the same concerns that they have. That the individuals in Latrice's Brownsville are concerned about the same issues in Fulton County, about poverty, about homelessness, about mental illness, about public safety, about child care, all of these issues and more, about tariffs that are impacting farmers and small business that are struggling. We need to talk about government as a whole and all of the regulations. We need to talk about fraud, yes. All of these issues and more. They want to see us stand up, fight back, and protect programs. Protect programs that they rely upon, like Medicaid health care. Protect seniors in nursing homes. Protect those heating programs. Yes, they're concerned about an economy that basically keeps wealth flowing to a few and not to the many. And while workers are seeing their wages stagnated and rising costs on everything, and we've got to keep it real, from eggs and turkeys and stuffing and housing and bread and gas and electricity. Break it down. And the notion of economic advancement, unfortunately, is no longer the American dream. That we're losing that American dream. That education alone is just not going to do it. So I'm proud, obviously, and I know that they're in the room, it's really critically important that we support labor and the unions. Particularly on infrastructure jobs that bring middle-class union jobs to New York. Even as the GOP has, they threatened to shut down those jobs, and even with government back, they're still threatening to shut down those jobs. And I was so proud to stand with so many Democratic attorneys general as we protected 3 million New Yorkers and their SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps. Even as the federal government literally tried to take food off of their tables. And individuals should not be in a position where they have to choose between paying their bills or putting food on their table. I was proud to fight for our seniors and continue to fight for our seniors in some of these nursing homes, from Long Island all the way to Syracuse. And some of the conditions in these nursing homes break your heart. And some of these seniors are all alone, and they have no one else. And so it's really critically important that government be the watchdog.
That's right.
Because some of these owners, unfortunately, are making profits, and all they're concerned about profits over people, while individuals, unfortunately, lie in their waste. And so it's important that we protect Medicaid dollars, and that individuals know that Medicaid basically supports and sustains a lot of these nursing homes, and that individuals be held accountable, particularly for those vulnerable senior citizens. I was proud to fight for every New Yorker to live in a safe neighborhood that they can afford. Affordable housing is a major issue, and as I leave here, I'm going to go to Saratoga and meet with some tenants in a manufactured home. There's over 1,000 manufactured homes in this one village, and their landlord has been imposing upon them a quote-unquote tax, a housing tax, raising the cost of housing for these manufactured homes. And this tax is illegal. This tax is in violation of the law. And so we've notified the owner of these 1,000 homes that you cannot impose these unlawful, illegal taxes on these renters. And so I want to meet with them. And there's manufactured homes all over the state, and particularly in upstate New York, where the conditions are horrendous, where individuals have been imposing illegal and unlawful fees and taxes on all of them, where individuals are struggling each and every day to make ends meet, and no one has ever met with any of them. In these parks, all manufactured home parks all across upstate New York. And on each and every village, we're going to be reaching out to them to let them know that there is someone who wants to listen to them, someone who is there for them, someone who wants to use the law both as a sword and as a shield, and that the landlord is not all powerful. Because that's the job that I was elected to. That's who you decided to elect as Attorney General. And now people have said, oh, Tish James is just a radical person. She's just doing too much.
Never too much.
More on my plate. But at the end of the day, the point is that there are so many individuals, obviously, who are concerned about the state of affairs, their economic status. And if you challenge, obviously, their economic status, you recognize that a lot of them have been subjected to illegal fees, they've been subjected to illegal mergers, they've been subjected to housing costs that are going up, all of these fees. They've been subjected to individuals who have illegally obtained their data. They've been illegally subjected to all of these illegal consumer fees and fines. And what we need, obviously, is to make sure that we continue to be aggressive and to use the law both as a sword and as a shield. So I just wanted to come by here to let you know that I'm not going to bow down.
Yeah.